Alright. Stream crashed for a second, but we're back. I'm gonna be on PNG instead because I think I need to adjust my graphics later. But VTube Studio just decided like, oh, I'm just not gonna do anything now, and I'm like, okay, sure, I guess. So yeah, that happened. We did crash for a bit, but it's chill. Also, thank you again, Soraru, for being subscribed for 15 months. That is a long while. I appreciate that immensely, and appreciate you all, whether you are subscribed or not. Some of you probably cannot hear me if you are not subscribed because of, you know, ad break. But, you know, you're not missing out on too much. We're just back in our training arc on controller. Kind of just here to yap a bit while relearning this game. Trying to be on it a little bit more because starting in Season 4, things will be a lot better, supposedly. I think the game has a lot to offer. I think the game could do a lot. There's just also a lot of things the game needs to fix in order to get there, in my honest opinion. Again, just my opinion. It's just my opinion. So, like, I could be entirely wrong. I could be entirely right. I could be somewhere in the middle because, honestly, I think what a lot of my concerns and worries and, what's the word? Bird is the word, but that's not the word. Your opinion is the general consensus. I wouldn't say that. Because at the end of the day, like, what I might think about Mecha Break needs might not be the same for everybody else, but, I do have thoughts. I'm like literally pulling them up as we speak, because I'm like, why do you want to pull them up? Because I'm like, because I wrote an entire fucking essay about it, that's why. So give me a second. I also wrote about Crunchyroll. You know what was really funny about that? All my predictions that I wrote about back in January came true. That was funny. I was like, oh, so you did in fact provide a sale because you're losing your customer base. Why am I not surprised? But that's a whole different topic. What we're going to talk about today is Mecha Break. Because that's actually something we're playing right now, not Crunchyroll. Which, by the way, that turbo discount also, I think, but I'm sorry, I'm coming back to Crunchyroll for a second. But that turbo discount, definitely a thing that they were like, we should implement this because we are losing a customer base. Which is kind of crazy because Amazon has their own streaming site. But, yeah, Mecha Break. After a successful open beta all the way back in February 2025, where they reached over 300,000 concurrent players on Steam, briefly surpassing Marvel Rivals in player count. As you can see, the game's dead, chat. The game's pretty dead at this point. There's no ifs, and or buts about it. It's just the game's dead, and this has been the longest season I have ever experienced in a game ever. I've never had a season last from the beginning of January all the way till the end of May. We've had season 3 for 5 seasons now, or 5 months. Sorry, not seasons, months. And that's because behind the scenes, the devs, or what remains of the devs, because they've gone through a large overhaul and downsize, whatever's left has been working their ass off in order to get the game to a place that hopefully doesn't cause for an outright sunset. Because a lot of their core pain points that caused this game to never really fully expand into the Western market was the aggressive monetization system. I really do hope in the near future they fix that. with like expensive cosmetics and a pay to progress system, the game hasn't really been considering their customer base for what is a free to play game. By the way, this game is, you know, reminder, this is a free to play game. Every little bit here that like my little mech has, I paid for. I paid for that. That was part of the battle pass. And that was still a solid $13, which isn't too bad. But when your average skin is 40, 50 bucks, you're not gonna get the player base that you think you want, especially in the Western market. Because as the current demographic of gamers being approximately around the ages of 16 to 35, there's only so much disposable income that people are gonna use, especially in the mecha community. Mecha Break being at its core a mecha game, see in title here. Not everybody's gonna have that money. Not everyone's not gonna have that like strong community. And alongside with like a poor monetization and pay to win system, you also gotta consider the genre itself. Although Mecha Break is considered like a hero shooter, historically, which that has done well, you gotta remember Mecha Break is also a game that features mechs. Again, C note title. Despite the variety of roles that are available in this game, some of which are practically unique to it, and alongside with the really interesting, exciting, fun, intense combat mechanics, the mecha genre has never been as strong as other anime genres in the US and in the Western market. So, although in Japan and China and a good portion of Asia really enjoys mech, the West, not so much. Not so much. As the game currently stands, and as it's been standing since like literally launch, I don't think there is a place for Mecha Break in the Western market besides the very devout few, which is, I emphasize, very few. We have a very small community here right now, many of which I literally played with, played against, or even commented on because I am one of your casters for the more recently breakout tourney system, name subject to change, Mecha Break tourney. But right now, as the game stands, I just don't see anybody buying anything from this game, let alone downloading it. And that's going to take a lot of improvement. I don't know what Mecha Break like devs are going to do in order to do that. I know that there was a community note. I have not read through that community note in months. I apologize. It's been a long while. I was doing other things, like trying to grind through Marvel Rivals, trying to finish Final Fantasy XIV before FanFest. So I haven't really touched this game as much as I would have liked. And also, this is just a personal note. I didn't touch this game for a really long time because I didn't like how few people there was in it. Like, no one wants to play a team-based game with a bunch of bots over and over and over and over again. And maybe that's the general consensus, maybe that's not. But it's my opinion, my consensus was, I don't like this game because I don't play with anybody. I can't play against people. And, you know, sometimes I don't have the time or bandwidth to meet up with, like, friends and, like, go on a GC and, like, or a VC and play with them. So I am kind of just subject to playing alone. And at times, like, knowing I'm playing against bots, it gets frustrating because I just know I'm not going to see any skill expression, whether good or bad, because I'm just playing against a robot that has an algorithm, that has a system, that has been built based off of data of previous players, and they're just gonna copy paste. I hope that moving forward, the devs are able to provide a bit more marketing and resources so that more people will play this game. As we approach the 1-year anniversary, which is in July of 2026, Mega Break will also be integrating PlayStation 5 cross compatibility. So hopefully a new audience of players who are coming into Mega Break, bright-eyed and bushy-browed, will get to enjoy it more. But there's so much more work that needs to be done with this game besides that. You gotta, like, lower the monetization a little. You gotta, like, update the UI a little more. You need to do more marketing. There's so little marketing on this. Utilize your content, like, creators. We have so many of them. Some of which, like, haven't come back to this game in a really long time. Some of which, like, are coming back to this game right now. Hi, Mega Break. Hire me. But also just use your social media channels. They get a very decent amount of views considering how the game's population does not always reflect that. If they were to reinvest, like, into their social media marketing across paid, organic, and influencer, I think there could be enough of a resurgence by the 1-year anniversary, like, combined with the 1-year anniversary, to allow for some momentum again. Because if Season 3 is ending this next week, and we are entering a Season 4, which will probably last about into the 1-year anniversary, something's gotta happen. They gotta swing big, and it needs to be a home run. Otherwise, like, I don't think we're gonna see this game make it past, like, it won't even touch a 5-year mark. I think it'd be really difficult to see it touch a 5-year mark. So, you know, I really do enjoy this game. I really do love aspects of it. I find it really enjoyable. But I really do hope into Season 4 a lot of improvements happen. Anyways, about that PS5 release, don't tell me they're delaying it. My information is not up to date. I will say that. My information, I am not up to date on information. So if they are delaying it, that's gonna be so unfortunate. Or if they're just downright canceling it. That's even worse. Because what do you mean you're not gonna do PlayStation 5, like, integration when you have the fucking Xbox there? PlayStation's JP. There's a strong JP audience for Mecha Break, and you're just gonna say, we're just not gonna do it. Ooh, no. I don't want to play ranked. I don't feel like ranking. I'd rather just do casual. Well, indefinitely postponed. They really should have just pushed for it. Okay, well, yeah, then just do your marketing, dude. Like, do the marketing route. Get your content creators through it. Like, I don't know, man. Now, the real question is, will I actually queue up for, a casual match? Yes. Actually, yes. It's all bots, but, like, I knew it was gonna happen. You should really read the last message the devs left. I will read it after this match. That way I don't keep spouting shit out of my ass based on previous out-of-date knowledge. I will read it. We'll give it a moment. Let me actually play the game again for once. Ooh. Is that an Aquila? Yeah, it's Aquila. I'm not surprised. Oh, hi Zach! Oh, I'm dying. Hello? Don't mind me, I'm just dying. Also, yes, we are on controller. Hi. Ooh, died. Oh my god, you're back on Mecha Break. I am back. Hello Raiders, welcome in. I'm King of Indio, and I'm playing Mecha Break for the first time in probably years. Not years. It's been like actually 4 months. To your credit though, your criticism really is among the general consensus. I tried checking a lot about the game in terms of player feedback, even trying Alibi Limited concerning other regions' response. I had a feeling it was probably gonna be similar to the current consensus. Whoa, I am losing bad. I am losing bad to these bots. But I'm also just trying to remember how to play this game while also learning new controls. So, sue me. Ooh. I will say, on controller, I feel like I need to be... I can feel how, like, there's a little bit more, like, deliberation I have to make when it comes to movement. I don't dislike it yet. I don't think I dislike it. I just am not used to it. Ooh, Mecha Break. Yeah. Oi. I had a bullet. I am dying. I think the part I don't like so far about... Ooh, that was a mistake. What I don't like so far about controls is there's far too many buttons for me to press to move. You might want to bump up your general sensitivity if you haven't yet. It makes it... Oh. Yeah, that would probably do it. I feel like I'm playing, like, on slow mode. Like, the movement feels fine. But anytime I try to shoot anybody, that's where I kind of falter, you know? You can tell already. It's like, I'm playing a lot slower than I would have if I was on keyboard. I think it's also affecting my aim. It's definitely affecting my aim, that's for sure. Oh, I'm out of bounds. I should try to take. I'm here too early. Oh, that's not it. Okay, we dismantled. That's good. I don't think I even got an assist for that. A opens up too. Admittedly, Narukami is probably some of the hardest to use on controller because they require the most precision. Yeah, that makes sense. I could probably try Lumi next. I also feel like, yeah, this is very difficult to do on controller because so much precision is needed. Hell, I wasn't even that good of a Naru last time I played this game, so. Yeah, it was definitely boosted by bots. Thank you again, Raiders. I know I didn't mention it very well earlier, but I mean, I was in the match, but appreciate you. Yeah, 4.8, that is. I did nothing. I did nothing. As for hand placement, when using controller, it's easier to play if you're thinking about it in twin stick style gameplay. Overall control. Default, left-handed, traditional. I'll leave it still default. But, camera sensitivity. Stable, high speed, linear, no adjustments. Let me try for high speed. And then let's go to... It does feel a lot faster now. I will say that. Oh, I was reflecting more of the camera speed. This is like, I think what I did was using overall though. It's overall controls. Okay, that did nothing. Okay, let's go back to our settings real quick. Let me go back to controller real quick. Overall control, let me go to combat. let me bring this back to traditional. Hey, Yano. Combat general, right? I don't know. That didn't do anything. Combat. Overall control or general? Because when you say combat general, like, turn it further up? Oh, not lower it. Turn it up. Oh, sorry, that's really dizzy. Wee, ooh. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You gotta put it all the way up. It don't mean shit otherwise. Yeah, that's pretty close to keyboard. Cause if I'm on keyboard, like, this is how much movement I got, you know? This is me back on keyboard. Which obviously so much more familiar with. But if I went back, I'm this again. It is a little bit more, I will say, linear, that's for sure. So I may have to just do some more custom controls for myself. Just because I don't know if the default is what I need. Okay. I wonder if I can do anything else to the control camera settings to make things faster. Like, what happens if I put these all at 4? Probably a lot. Is that all of them? Yeah. Okay. I'll keep going for a bit with this. Okay. Okay. I'm not mad about that. I'll have to see if it's something I can keep doing. If controller is something I want to keep up, or if I will go back to being a keyboard warrior. I'd be careful about scope sensitivity, walking / sickening. Things can happen upon leaving and entering scope. Okay, duly noted. Hey Makani, what's up? What's up? We're on some mecha break. How'd your placement matches go, by the way? Because I don't think I'm gonna be touching rivals till like next Tuesday at the earliest. I hope they went okay. Because they did not seem okay when I saw your messages. I still have 3 left. Probably gonna do the rest of them in a little bit. Best of luck and Godspeed to you. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna... Yeah, they're going exactly how you think they're going. Yay! Wow, that's so cool. By cool, I mean unfortunate. Yeah, you got this, though. You got this. What did you start on? GM? Or did they push you back down to Diamond for your placement matches? D3? Okay. I think they pushed me all the way back to P3, so yeah, that sounds about right. I was like, P3? Fuck. Well, I mean, it's better than nothing. Yeah, but I didn't want to deal with all the Devil Dinosaur. You're probably plat 1 or 2. I'll have to double check, because I hit D1. Oh, you're right. That's true. That's a good point, because I hit D1, so I would only get pushed back like 3. I don't remember. I'll have to double check. On Tuesday. Next Tuesday. Yeah, it says you're P1. Oh, okay, cool. That's not too horrible, then. That ain't too bad. Also, ideally, if you can map the buttons in such a way that never lets you take your thumbs off the analog stick, you can get more value on tracking targets. Really, you want to be able to move camera and character at the same time. This is what I mean by twin stick gameplay. Oh. Oh. Also, yo, don't tell me, like, see, this is what I was complaining about. Don't tell me I can't even queue into a casual match because there's just no bots that they can load up. Like, you gotta be joking me, fam. I'm just gonna go back to the tactical station in the meantime, then. This is, see, I knew this was gonna happen. They were like, oh, you're trying to leave? Wait, we actually want you here. It's like, fuck yeah, you do. I don't think any single one of these guys are real. Alright. Nope, not a 1. I knew it. Alright, let's get this. Ooh. This is very different now. Testing this out in real time, testing out my sensitivity in real time. It's I don't know if it's the vibe. I don't know if it's the vibe. It might be a bit too sensitive. It's a little too sensitive now. Where are my teammates? They're okay at sustain, so I'm not really worried because they're all bots. Ooh. I no longer have to farm the mimic tomes. I invest in slot. Yay! Congrats! Dude, no, oh, I'm dying. Wait, let me do my, I'm dead. Welcome killed me. Owie. Okay, so the camera sensitivity is a tad bit much. We've learned that now. Yo, no, thank you for the hydrate to not dehydrate. I will drink some water after this match. Ooh, a lot of my teammates died. A lot of these bot teammates died. Oh, don't beat it last one. I'm gonna get killed by this Vulcan again. Yep, there it is. Hello, hello. A lot of familiar faces, names popping up. I don't remember all of your guys' tags. There's PvE content next week, by the way. I will keep that in mind. Mayhaps I will hop on. Mayhaps I will not. We will see. So far, I am just trying this game out on controller just to see how I like it. I don't know if I do yet. We will find out, though. I put myself in a corner. Baby put herself in a corner. Baby put herself in a corner. She's dying. She's dying. She's dying. This is what I get for making myself a healer. Want some tea recommendations? If you want to share them in Discord, sure. I am not buying as much tea though. I still have a lot to get through. I still have a lot to get through. Oh, no, 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 no. No! I'm gonna die. It's over. It's over. Is decaf fine as well? Yeah. I don't mind decaf. You know what I don't like about this, actually? My hands are sweaty. Oh. Oh, I'm stuck. Why am I stuck? Why am I stuck? Oh my god, I'm stuck. Why am I actually stuck? Oh, because the map's open. That's why. I accidentally pressed the map open. I was like, and then the map was open. I don't even know how I did that. My hands are really sweaty. I don't know if I like that. That texturally feels really gross. That texturally, I am not a fan of. Let me try this one more time. Because I don't know, like, once my hands started sweating, I was like, ooh, wait, everything's really slippery, but in, like, a really bad way. You disabled that hotkey? Are you also a controller player? Interesting. Oh yeah, yo, no, let me drink some water. No, but the one on PC. Oh, for map? I mean, that one's not as... You don't hit that one as much. I feel like you don't hit that one as much though. Okay. Let me go back to training real quick. Because I feel like the camera's now moving too fast, you know? I think the camera's moving a bit too fast. That I'm starting to get a little dizzy. And also, my hands are sweaty, chat. I don't like it. Does this... controller players, does this happen a lot for you? Maybe... I hope controllers something I could vibe with. I would like to vibe with it more. But also, I don't like the idea of sweaty hands. Okay, this doesn't feel as bad movement-wise. I just gotta remember to keep up this movement. Me? No, but I have a different setup. What controller are you on? You said Pro controller, right? Do you mean you're on a Switch controller? Because that's really different. Oh, for movement on Lumi? Just in general, because, like, I'm trying out controller. I don't know if I'm gonna fully adopt it. But I was curious just to see what's it like, because I haven't played this game in months. How do I edit? Okay, open map. I think I want to just full out disable it. But, oh, it won't let me. Damn. Let me just make sure. Actually. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Let me continue editing this. What was this? Oh no, this is open map, and then where is the rest of, like, my keybinds? Ah, there they are. Main weapon, sidearm. Eight-bit though Pro controller is similar to a DualShock, but I have 4 remappable buttons. Oh. If this game actually offered built-in motion controls, a Switch controller would be fine. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. I tried a Joy-Con with mouse setup in this game once. Huh? How does that work? It might work if one has smallish hands. Mines are too big. Yeah, I have small hands, but how did that work though? Has potential? But how did it work? Like, what did you put on your, like, was the Joy-Con, like, everything that was an aux? You need the side strap to make the side buttons accessible. I use Steam. But, like, where were all your auxes? Were they on the Joy-Con then? Joy-Con and extra mouse buttons. So that's what you did to get the aux going? Like, you had your aux 1 and aux 2 and aux 3 basically on, like, the Joy-Con, and then your... Oh, because if you have extra mouse buttons like an M3 or an M3, M4s, and M5s, you could totally, like, add stuff, huh? I didn't even realize that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Interesting. Everyone's so creative. Someone was typing. Who typed in my... That's so interesting that that's how it works. I don't have an MMO mouse, just some extra office buttons. Neither do I. My extra mouse buttons are just, like, a 4 and 5th key. Because you're... Oh, hi, fruit. Okay. I don't know if Lumi's, like, the right character for this, actually. I don't know if any characters, actually. Well, I'm learning, so I have to learn some way somehow, right? Actually, before we get into that... Oh, we already popped. If we popped... I think we could finish a match in 10 minutes, right? Right? Naru was taken. No, I'll stay on Lumi. If you comfortably have your fingers hit and rest on them, it works well. My hand was too big, so I got cramped and uncomfortable after a short spell. I know Stray plays Lumi while being on console as well. Stray VT? There's actually like 2 Strays who play this game. There's one that, like, I've noticed that. There's one who streams, and then there's one who doesn't stream. Different Stray, right? Yeah, they both play Lumi though. But Stray VT will, like, swap to non-healers sometimes, I've noticed. I've never ran into... I think I've only ran into Stray VT, like, once in matches, back when I was higher elo, but Stray I've seen. Stray I have seen in matches. It's just, obviously I don't interact with him as much because, you know, I haven't interacted with a lot of folks in this community in a hot minute. Oh. I think the issue I'm having is I'm having a lot of trouble moving the camera while moving at the same time. The sensitivity is still a little bit too high, I think, but it is getting better. Oops. Oh no, our poor Pinaka. Oh, I could die. Probably go back to C. Cock also plays on controller? Oh, the more you know. You know, in a ranked match, I'd be dead. Gale plays on a touchpad from what I heard. How does that work? You know, I've heard weirder stuff regarding the JP scene though. They really will just optimize whatever they can. You know what I think it doesn't help? When I look at the controls, I keep thinking like, oh, something else, some other letter is supposed to pop up, but it's not. For camera. Oh. Yeah, I should probably take it. Oh. Ooh, yeah, that's definitely way too fast. I would adjust the movement, but I haven't died yet. Man, I forgot about Lumi's walking animation since I never see it anymore. Understandable. Most Lumis, if you're not off the ground, you're dead. As a Lumi main. Oh, don't forget to read the death note. I will, I will. Thank you for reminding me. I'll do it after this ad break. I'll read it after this ad break. I think that's a good idea, right? Yeah. Which is coming up shortly. I could probably finish this match before the ad break. Oh, we got it. Don't die. You gotta win us the match. There we go. Nice. Am I hopping off soon? I will be going for 1 more hour. This is a little bit of a short stream because I'm gonna be busy tomorrow, and I need to prep a little bit for that. So I'm gonna hop off in like the next hour or so. But we first have an ad break coming up, so I'm gonna deal with that first. So I will see you all in a couple moments. I got kudos. Maybe I wasn't with bots. I don't know. That was my highest score though so far. Nice. Bots give kudos? Ah, I didn't know that. Or I may have forgotten about that. Damn. Okay. Either way, I'm gonna take a quick break. I will be right back. Hey, we're back. So, Dev Notes, huh? So I did actually read this. I read this a couple weeks ago when this first came out. I haven't read it recently, so I think it's good to have like a quick reminder about what exactly they talked about in this because I particularly don't remember one bit about any of this, in fact. So I think that's important to note. Okay, so Death Notes. Coming back to this all over again. After almost over a month. Hey pilots, this is the new Mecha Break ground crew. The team currently responsible for maintaining and updating Mecha Break. First, a quick intro on who we are. After the project went through some major changes, a small group of us who still deeply care about this game chose to stay and form the new ground crew. So, yeah, they downsized. That I recall reading about, which, does mean with a smaller crew, probably longer turnaround times for anything regarding Mecha Break. Every one of us is wearing multiple hats right now, but our goal is simple. Mecha Break is something we poured our hearts into, and we're not about to walk away with regrets. We want to make this game better. And I hope they do. That's why I would like that to happen. Since taking over in March, which wasn't really that long ago, we've been pushing frequent updates and system overhauls, and we've made it a point to preview the next patch after every update. We hope these small but consistent actions show you that the new ground crew is a team that delivers on what it says. Today, we want to have a different kind of conversation. Less patch notes, more real talk about where things stand and our shot as a comeback, which they really need. They really need that because where the game stands, almost a year into release, it's not looking too hot. First up, the thing you care about most, the new season. We'll walk you through the Season 4 update plan and what's coming after. 1. What future seasons will look like. The new season, Rising Embers, goes live May 26th, which is next week, Tuesday. Due to the version changes that caused Season 3 to run long, we'll announce specific compensation details separately. Once this launches, our update model is getting a revamp. The core loop will be built around seasonal goal refreshes, plus long-term progression, plus rotating game themes, and ongoing system refinements, keeping things fresh each season while giving pilots more to chase over the long haul. That's hopefully going to have more rewards. Fingers crossed. Starting now, each season will run for 8 weeks, with updates every 2 weeks like we've been doing. Season-to-season resources will no longer be wiped. So, for example, mission tokens will carry over. That's huge. That mission tokens will be carrying over is actually huge, that we won't get to reset it. Because if you take a break for even a season in this game, historically, your tokens would just get wiped and you have to kind of just start over again. So the fact that they're letting you keep your season resources to use later on is really nice. 8 weeks sounds about right, though. That seasons will run for about 2 months approximately. That's what most games do these days. I've noticed it's a 2-month process, which a little short, yeah, but I think model-wise it's for the better because it keeps things fresher. How that's gonna look for a smaller team, though, I hope it doesn't burn them out. Like, when you say Rising Embers, I hope you rise to the occasion, not burnt out. But hey, Season 4 roadmap. What's coming? A solo PvE challenge mode. I think that's the first of its kind. In the past, PvE modes have been mostly team-oriented, so that is nice because, this game does not allow, for much queuing. You kind of have to queue up with friends, or you kind of just wait forever and never queue into things. New perfect quality mods. Modular weapon progression system. Ace Archives return. I'm sure a lot of folks will be happy about that. Matrix contract perks upgrades, and shop updates with seasonal items returning and support for Korite and mission token payments, along with a new custom striker and seasonal weapons. Moving into July, which will be the 1-year anniversary, will be long past the 1-year anniversary actually for Mecha Break. There will be a striker combat system overhaul with ultimate abilities. We're ulting in this game now? We're gonna have ults? What is that gonna look like? Are we actually gonna have to start tracking ults in this game? I don't want to do that. I actually really don't like the idea of that part. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't mind it in Rivals because like that is kind of like what for a while that was how the economy of the game worked. It was just whoever keeps their ult the longest wins, especially the healer ults. In this game, I can't imagine what ult abilities would look like because obviously they're not going to be that team oriented. I think there will be some team or like these maps and mechs are too big for that kind of like AoE type of ult to be used. So I feel like what's gonna happen if I'm looking at it from the perspective of the ultimates abilities in this game will be like a boost. You're probably looking at something that's going to be like maybe either like a modular upgrade for the mech to like for a short limited period, or it's going to allow for like maybe a 2v1 or a 1v1 like kill or something of value. I don't know. That's kind of big though for the combat system overhaul. But it is currently restricted to PvE for now. Okay, that changes things. Because if this was PvP, I don't know how I feel about it. I feel very uncertain. But, and also the way this is written out does not actually help. It does not make it very easy to understand that. But that is cool that that's just going to be PvE specifically. Maybe I need to scroll down and figure out what that actually means more. Multiplayer PvE challenge mode. That's fun. And more mods. And then September 15th, we just have to wait and see. So the PvE challenge mode. It's a roguelike tower climb mode. You pilot your striker through wave after wave of grunts, elites, bosses, and some uninvited guests. So the FF14 fans will have fun. The MMORPG fans will have their fun. Gearing up along the way with mods, modular weapons, gliders, and other loot. The further you push, the more random combat buffs and supply drops you unlock. For the first version, we're launching solo mode with tiered leaderboards and speed run boards. Co-op matchmaking is slated for the following season. We want this pure PvE experience to capture that classic mecha fantasy. Outnumbered, outgunned, but you fight anyways because that's what aces do. What are perfect grade mods? In short, we're introducing a new top tier mod rarity, orange mods. Compared to gold mods, orange mods come with one additional positive stat. But this does not mean your current mods are obsolete. Orange mods won't flatly outpower gold mods. A orange mod with 2 mediocre rolls can easily lose out to a gold mod with 1 god tier roll when it comes to actual build synergy. Okay. For me, who doesn't really use the mod system, this doesn't affect my experience in the game, but I know it's going to affect a lot of folks who do play like Mashmac and use more modular weapons for specific PvE challenges. What is the modular weapon upgrade system? After the update, modular weapons gain an enhancement level. You can consume duplicate weapons plus credits to level up the ones you actually use. And then higher enhancement levels will boost combat effectiveness, making you able to handle more extreme combat scenarios. You want the system to both make modular weapons more engaging and solve the problem of lower tier drops being completely useless. Okay. So that means a lot of folks, inventory will not go to waste. That's really nice. I'm curious, were people excited for perfect grade mods? I personally I don't play with mods, so it doesn't matter to me. But was anybody even excited for this? I'm curious. But the Matrix contract, the battle pass is changing. I'm sorry. Sorry, dying here. Let me drink some water. Oh. Okay. Basically, more value, same price. Good. The most obvious change is that Core Right is now part of the BP rewards. Buying the BP grants Core Right bonuses, and you'll be able to earn additional Core Right as you progress through the reward track. Additionally, BP awards have been optimized. Key rewards will be strategically placed to reduce any unnecessary pressure on progression. Okay. I do wish that they would offer more free things in the battle pass or just stuff in general. Maybe they will. They're just I don't know. They should have said something about that personally. That's what I think they should have done. What's changing with the shops? Major overall incoming. First, purchase eligibility is no longer gated behind BP ownership or mission token milestones. Anyone and everyone can buy. Second, past season striker designs, cosmetics, seasonal cosmetics, and other items will return permanently and can be purchased with mission tokens or core right. Combined with mission tokens no longer resetting between seasons, you can collect at your own pace. Good. Good. Additionally, all custom strikers will return to the shop permanently, rotating through discounted spotlights on a regular schedule. Starting with their return, all custom strikers will receive new exclusive bonus effects retroactive for previous users. We also heard your feedback loud and clear about Falcon's custom, underwhelming, and favors. I'm butchering that. Face model. Both will be addressed before the return. Okay, that's good. The Falcon custom was like the first Ace pilot to ever come out, so the fact that they're going back to fix that is kind of exciting. Like, that's really nice because as the first Ace model that came out, they didn't know what they were doing. They didn't know what to do with it. And then they kind of just ramped up afterwards and left the Falcon custom as an afterthought. So the fact that they're coming back to it is really appreciated. Some changes not shown in the graphic. A few system level tweaks worth mentioning. Ranked matchmaking rules are getting overhauled in this update, which we know PvP players have been waiting for. In 6v6, solo queue players will only match against other solos. Duos and trios can match against each other. 6 stacks are being removed from the rank pool entirely. Yeah, I mean, I think it was kind of time for them to do that. 3v fees. Solos match solos only. 3 stacks match 3 stacks only. Duos can't queue for 3v3. That's kind of unfortunate, but also, I mean, it is 3v3. If you can't find a third, I can kind of see why they wouldn't allow it. I can kind of see, because it's going to make queuing just that much longer. It probably would make queuing that much longer, so I can kind of see why that wouldn't work. Season 5, estimated to start in July 21st. The biggest addition to Season 5 will be the launch of the Ultimate Ability System. We'll be running phase tests throughout our game lab program beforehand. PvE content will continue evolving. Season 5 will refresh the tower climb theme and add new floors with co-op matchmaking planned for the season, and mods will see further adjustments. So, for some people that's great. For some of you in chat, you just want to use it as core right loot, or just as a bonus, because at the end of the day for you still have to play somewhat decently. Mods don't mean anything if your gameplay is ass. July 21st is still a ways out, it is. And once we're in Season 4, we'll share more detailed breakouts as the development progresses. What are you doing for your 1 year? What are you doing? July 21st is way past the 1 year anniversary. What are you doing for your 1 year? Whatever. What we can rebuild, what we can't. This section is about addressing some past promises, and let's be honest, some promises that turned into wishful thinking. The status of the Break Edition and other promises. We owe you an apology. The Break Edition and several other commitments cannot be fulfilled for the foreseeable future due to a combination of factors. I can kind of guess some of those factors. Starting from that letter before Season 2 about the future of the game, the team set ambitions, goals, and a sweeping roadmap. The idea was to answer every player's concern with one massive overhaul, but through a series of upheavals, progress ground to a halt. During that period, the project was coasting on inertia while gradually losing the ability to execute. Many of you noticed the silence on the Break Edition and other promised features and speculated we were still at the planning stage. Honestly, the overall progress fell short of expectations. Season 3 was a pre-planned update. Without the larger scale and rework having started, the experience wasn't meaningful different from before. We could only go all in on delivering the Spring Festival event we promised. the large-scale battle mode. The map was built, but realized Mecha Break's core combat loop doesn't mesh well with that format. And the PS5 is in a similar situation. The Break Edition that was originally slated for the anniversary, that Break Edition, that's not gonna happen. So they need a replacement, which we don't know what it's gonna be. That Break Edition. Yeah. You probably also noticed that routine seasonal content like new strikers has dried up. After the team went through what it went through, our production capability is severely limited. I'm not surprised, and also I don't really mind. When you can only pick one direction, we chose gameplay iteration. Making the game actually fun to play is the priority right now. Which is great, actually, that they're thinking about that, because who cares about a cool new mech with a cool new, like, kit if no one wants to play it? If the game that it's going to be in isn't fun to play in. We still have striker-related work in the pipeline. It's shelved due to the manpower constraints, not abandoned. We'll push to resume production when we can. What kind of game should Mecha Break actually be? Who should it serve? That's a great question. I hope their answer is going to be a good one as I read this. The old team positioned Mecha Break as a global high DAU competitive mecha IP title. With the product not being where it needed to be, that was an unrealistic, somewhat self-indulgent vision. So we've aligned internally on this. Our top priority is serving the players who are actually here, improving the experience for our current community within our means. That's the mission. Back then we said Mecha Break needed a true break, a breakthrough, if you will. We envisioned a whole new version. Now we understand the real breakthrough is facing the truth, letting go of the fantasy, and doing everything in our power to keep this game alive. The community keeps talking about a comeback era. We want to run it. We want to win it. We want to let our actions speak. Earning your trust back, one real update, one tangible improvement at a time. We're sorry we broke our promises. Thank you for still being out on the battlefield. See you out there. The Mecha Break New Ground Crew. April 17th, 2026. Actually, let me not scroll back up. Let me come back to this. Let me come back to this because this is actually something very big that I talked about it earlier because I was reading off my essay as I was like ranting, but I think it's important that we also like come back to this because Mecha Break is doing something that I don't think many games get the opportunity to do, which is own up to a mistake they made. This because in my essay for this game that I analyzed, I quote this, and I quote, I guess because I'm the one who wrote this. And this is not like entirely aligned with it, but I guess similarly to what this first line really resonates with me is how I stated that despite Mecha Break producing a beautifully illustrated game containing exciting PvP, PvPvE, and PvE gameplay piloting unique mechas, the game failed to reach its Western audience due to a lack of, I believe, what was both a cultural understanding of their demographic in the West towards the mecha genre, a lack of intensive to play the game due to its high rewards monetization system, and a lack of communication that was necessary for the game to grow in their international market that was outside of Asia. They've always had that goal. They always had that goal to be a global, high DAU competitive mecha IP title. I think what they underestimated was what it was going to take to get there. And I'm only speaking again from the marketing side of things, because if your PR isn't good, that's a huge barrier to get people to want you to play your game. And the fact that Mecha Break's devs apologize is very hopeful, because very few teams will do that, will apologize for their mistakes, and B, will even get the opportunity to apologize, I think. Even if a game, like, even if the devs realize they made a mistake, they don't always get that opportunity to apologize because either the game just sunsets before that, or there's just somebody who's too big of an asshole to, like, not make that decision to apologize when they really should. And then, you know, either, and then the game stagnates and shuts down, you know? And so from a PR marketing standpoint, this was really smart. And this was really good of them to do that. And I think right now, coming back internally to improve this game for players is also going to be a very good way for them to also improve on hopefully getting new audiences to play. If you can bring back your returning audience, if you can target your returning audience and bring them back successfully, you can bring in new audiences. So I think it's a good idea for them to start with the returning audience, because these are the people who've already experienced the game. This is the people who've already played the game. If they played it a couple times and they stepped away, there were reasons why they liked it. There were reasons why they stepped away. Some of them might not ever come back to this game, and that's perfectly fine. But I think for the folks who still enjoy this game, who have stepped away, like myself, because of social obligations, work obligations, the fact that I can't queue up with real people, the fact that they're focusing internally on serving the players who are already here, who've been here, is going to be the first step to a lot of steps on getting this game back to where it used to be. Because again, like I stated, Mecha Break's beta reached over 300,000 concurrent players, surpassing Marvel Rivals in player count at some point. And this was in their beta in February 2025. And if you're just like, where is this info? You can quote me on that. I have an article noted for it, and you can probably actually look up the Steam player count too. It's on there. I looked up sources for this essay, you guys. Like, I really looked into this because it actually here's the Steam. Here's the Steam for you. Here's the fucking Steam charts, because I looked into the Steam charts, because you know what I did? I took a fucking screenshot of the gameplay at the time I wrote this essay, and it was like so tiny, so small. And as of this time, if you look up Mecha Break, where are we right now? Let's actually, now that we're talking about it, let's look it up. We can look it up. As of this time, charts. There's a little under 100k players. But if we go all the way back to release date, this is pre-beta, this is post-beta now. This is, the game. We had 100k concurrent players on day one. And that number, yes, did gradually decrease. But if it can even get back to like a 12k number, a 20k even, I think that could be very big for the game. That would be very big for the game. I don't know if that's going to happen. It's going to take a lot to do that. But it's not entirely impossible. Sorry, I realized this link actually doesn't work. Sorry, my bad. Oh, I can't delete it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so Mecha Break. C-Sun, you have so much to do. I do hope you succeed. I do hope it goes well. I don't want this game to fail. I really do enjoy this game immensely. I enjoy playing this game. I enjoy being with the people I have met in this game as well. It's been really a joy and a pleasure to be part of. There have been pros and cons to being in a small knit community, because on one hand, everyone knows each other. On the other hand, everyone knows each other. But at the same time, things must change and things need to grow. And this game is one of those things that need to grow. With us approaching what is going to be the end of my stream very shortly, we're only going to be on for like maybe another 30 minutes at most. I'm going to just try to play this game again for a bit on keyboard. I think the issue right now with the controller is I actually kind of feel a little bit dizzy using the controller keyboard, using the controller in a way that, because I think it has me because I keep swerving it in ways that make me feel dizzy. I enjoyed LARPing as a Market Cartel and Mecha Break Me and my 500 paints. Oh, we popped. Filthy Frank is a wild username for a bot. You can't be given that kind of, like, excellence to a bot. Oh my god. But I don't know, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about the stuff I read off? Some of you have already known this stuff intimately for a while now. You know, that was me reviewing it. I kind of forgot that they wrote all of that. Because, not gonna lie, I did skim it. But, what do you guys think? I didn't ask. I forgot to ask. This is me asking now. Do you feel like, hey, I think we could really... they could really come back from this? Or, I don't know, it's gonna take a lot to come back to this. Or, nah, game's fucked. It's over. Why am I going this way? I'm not flanking. I haven't known for a while at this point. You don't really know where the game's gonna go? You're a little concerned? Yeah, see, like, it hasn't been that. It's been so long since I played the game, but being on keyboard is so much more comfortable for me. It's kind of nasty. Granted, like, this is still not that good. Like, this is so basic. But you can really tell how much more comfortable I am on keyboard. It's kind of nasty. Damn. I think my sensitivity is still a little high, though. I never learned the B-hop, did I? Oh, it's because B-hop controls. Wait, I forgot. I have B-hop controls on this. Didn't I? I put B-hop controls on this. That's why I'm having trouble with that. Right. Hey, Huang. Never played this game. But I have seen this type of statement before in a lot of games. Most of the time they can't recover, but those that do pop off. I hope there's a pop-off. I want there to be a pop-off. I do enjoy this game immensely. Oh, I know there's real bots. Because no one's trying to dive me. Yeah, I have B-hop on this. I didn't realize. I forgot I put B-hop on this. Oh, you have overlapping keys for bunny hopping? Yes. I forgot I did that. It was so long ago. I only did it for Lumi too, I think. Also, there's a universal energy buff. Lumi can't redline now, basically. That's pretty huge. Where's this Aquila? Dead. There we go. Ah! Yeah, the bunny hop's kind of fucking with me. The bunny hop's definitely fucking with the way I'm landing. Or want to land. Yo, leave me alone. There you go. Alright, well, we're on it. I like that they have a better structure and direction now more than anything. The latest patches seems like they're really monitoring mech interactions in a better context than what Xtianity was suggested before. By the way, do you want to see a comparison to how I use Lumi on this map with movement tech? Yeah, you can share it in the Discord, in gaming, if you'd like. Yeah, you don't need to ask permission for stuff like that. That's why it's there. In Discord, you know? Okay, cool. Yeah. Movement wise, I'm definitely more familiar with the keyboard. Actually, now that I realize it, that was my first time using my new keyboard in Mecha Break. It wasn't too bad. Oh, Tara, thank you for the posture check. I will get my mic slightly out of the way. I need to move my mic. 2 kills as well. Yeah, not too bad. Thank you for the hydrate. This is good review. I'm getting some good review coming back to this. Ah. You know what my real question is? Is Serenif still support? Yes. God fucking... That's so incorrect still. That's still incorrect, by the way. That's not where Serenif's supposed to be. You get 2 favors and a fart from me. Nothing wrong with that. I do wonder though how they're going to resolve these issues regarding like queue times. Like, of course, the issue gets resolved when there's more people playing, but while there are less people playing and gradually coming back, what are they gonna do? I can stream it on Mecha Break Discord. It'll take some time to record it and upload it. Yeah, you can feel free to do that. We'll see the end product when you're done, you know? Lower ranks. Get rid of bots. Advertise this, facts. That makes me actually curious, now that like we're talking about ranks. Who is like rank 1 right now? Oop, climbed up 2 ranks passively. Pred. Pred's number 1? Yeah, there they are. And for over a month, I think. Your usual contenders, they're not... Well, some I'm familiar with. Some names I'm familiar with. Not every name, though. Like, who is this? I don't recognize this name. Who that? Everyone else looks familiar, though. Hino, Pont, Maldictus, Hanya, Gale. Oh, Phoenix is up there now. That's nice. Avenue, Millennium, Boobs, Mark, Soletta, Renegade, Avocado, Pred, all if I had to guess from Pilot Style. Oh. Yeah, I see it now. That's an alt, I believe. He really said, let me take 1 and 2. And the only reason why 1's stuck here is because he can't fight himself. Wild. Festivals familiar with. Rice Cake, one of the rices. Killer, Furioso. The second cake, Demon Cake. Kid. Oh, there's Kid. Yeah, for the most part, like, mostly familiar names. Some names I probably just don't recognize because it's just an alt name that I'm not familiar with. So many alts. Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't recognize some of them because they're just alt names. That's it.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hey, Nova Eye, thank you so much for the follow. Oh, Argentum, hey, what's up? How is Bubble Suit Gundam Battle Operations 2? Oh my God. Thank you very much for the raid. I really appreciate your time and presence here as the most hilarious VTuber ever. They totally trip into the scuffiest situations while gaming, and last time they streamed, they were all about that Gundam life. But who knows what other PC adventures we'll get into next. Stay tuned next time on Gundam Mobile Suits Gundam Battle Operations 2. Not 1, 2. Yeah, thank you again for the raid. Hi, what's up? It's community night. We were just throwing mechanical hands. Oh! How goes the struggle bus for Mecha Break? I ain't ranking. There's no struggle bus in here. Okay, there was some struggle busing, but not like in a I can't rank up. More like how do I play this game again? Because I don't remember anything about this game. Ooh, I could die. Oh, you need a heal. My bad. Ooh, you're dead. My bad. Excited for the change. You're stuck because no one's playing at your rank anymore because I missed the bus to make it the legendary. That's okay. But you are excited for the changes? Nice, nice. That's good. Yeah, I'm excited for the changes as well. We just read the death notes again. Ooh, my team dying. I haven't died, but my team dying. Come on, do we not have the firepower for any of this? Come on. Got him. Nice. The Hurricane just actually focusing on it instead of just being a bot. You could actually get this. Oh my god, that took 90 years, way too long. Oh boy. You actually have the best time now to try and get games. A few GM and low generals have been occurring according to Gallant at this time. Oh, okay. From 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. EST. Yeah, especially because there's going to be a 3-day weekend coming up. If you're not doing anything this weekend, now's probably a really good time to grind before the season's out. They changed a lot with Panaka, didn't they? I can feel it. no Ian. Ooh, I wanted to put that on myself. I am getting chased. Why? I am actually getting chased. What the fuck? Oh fuck, all that time like getting chased like fucked like the team over. That's annoying. I'm dead. Damn. That's gross. I kept getting chased by Serenif. That was annoying. Nice. Oh, Yikes. Okay, well, I did not win that 1v1. I need to stop being so aggressive. I don't think I should be DPS Panakaing on someone like a Stellaris. I can DPS Panaka against the Stego or Trike, but maybe not on someone who's faster than me. Yeah, that's pretty nasty work there. Oh, we lost that, I think. Yep. Alright. I'm gonna do one more of these matches, and then I'm gonna call it a bit of an early night here for myself. Are you like using Oxtree on a melee or an ally being attacked by a melee to make all the shotguns hit? I think I want to try playing more Panaka into this next season. I liked Panaka before I hopped off and took a break from Mecha Break. And playing Panaka, like, now kind of remind me, oh yeah, I really do like the way this character plays. Especially with all the improvements they've made to it. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm sitting in a, like, bottom-heavy hunk of junk anymore. That did nothing. Okay, duly noted. Well, they were in shields. Oh, I ran out. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, why did it push me out that way? Oi, oi, oi. Bruh, that's so fucked up. I could have sworn I was invisible. Oh, but like recently they made an update where it's like not confirmed, right? Also, it's a bot. Yeah, this fucking bitch, man. They just like fucking bots, man. Just knew where I was. That's so dumb. Like once I aggro it, like basically it's over. Yeah, it is a boss. So I'm like, there's nothing I can do to hide from it once I aggro it. Which is so fucking annoying, y'all. they take that. Dude, I can't set up. I need to like... Oi, oi, oi. The invisibility gains the the faster you move. Oh, we had a stego. My bad. I didn't mean to shoot them like that. Yeah, we did have a stego. Whoops. Oh well, I'm not paying attention to these bots. Ugh, he's jumping too much. Ooh, snooze that. There goes large quiet extractor. Cool. GG's, yeah. Just a good review. Good review. Fun review. That's crazy. How is my score lower? Because I had less kills and more deaths than my Lumi score? That's crazy. That's wild. That's hateful. Whatever. Whatever. Bruh, not the scores being the same across the board. The only difference is like this person has more kills. That's it. I hate that for me. Alright. Well, it was a bit of a short stream, but it's okay. This is nice. This is fun. This is fun. Must veg. Yeah, it's time for veg. I won't be grinding the rest of the season because I'll be out of town, but I am glad I got to hop on Mecha Break for a bit before this new season and before all these sudden changes. Not sudden, we knew these were coming for a while now, but to bring in these new changes, I look forward to it. I do hope it helps the game rather than hinders it. So I look forward to the future changes to Mecha Break Season 4. For now, I'm gonna find someone to raid. Thank you to everybody who stopped by, whether you're here for a minute, a moment, an hour, or the whole stream. Always appreciate your presence. New season next week. Yeah, that's soon. Maybe you'll see me hop on day 0, like at launch. Maybe you won't. I don't know. I can't confirm anything. Here's our raid message. Of course, we gotta include both the subbed and unsubbed versions for you all, cause you might need it. You never know. Have a good night, y'all. You take care. We're gonna say hi to Lena55 VT, who's currently doing some M12 prog at this time on the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy XIV. So please wish them luck in their M12 prog. And I'll see you guys on the next one, okay? Okay. You take care now. Bye-bye.